Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. It has been a while, it's been probably 6 days, something like that, since I've made a video anyway. As you can see, at the moment I am running with a beard. I've ended up with another cold sore. I was going to do a goatee and I thought, stuff it, I'll just do a bit of a beard this time. So I've got 4 days growth on my beard, I think, and it's looking not too bad. So I'm doing the Suffolk shaver, I'm going to call it that at the moment. Stephen grew out a pretty awesome beard recently, so hopefully I can get to that sort of standard before I whip it back off. But I have found, since I've just shaved under here literally 10 minutes ago, and it was really comfortable against the grain for some reason. Don't ask me why. It could be the product I used. I used a shave gel so I can actually see for the lines. It's not straight, it's straight, but I'm squint anyway, so what does it matter? Anyway, head shave. I am going to be using Bluebeards Revenge shaving cream. So let's just wet my hair. And then all I'm going to do is just take a good scoop of the shaving cream onto my finger, like so, and then just rub it all in. Now this is going to be, hopefully, overkill. So, you guys are probably wondering, if you watch your channel, how did the operation go? Well, it didn't go as planned because it was cancelled. It was cancelled on Wednesday and changed to the 16th of May. So now not going to the 16th of May. The upshot of that is that I can build up a little bit more sick leave and a little bit more annual leave hours for the actual leave I'll be taking. Right, the brush for today is a Graydog, hand turned by Graydog. I think it's Ohio, over in the States. Now this is flame maple. It's absolutely beautifully turned, beautiful piece of wood. I'm hoping you can see all the grain and stuff in there. It's just stunning. And it's got a 24mm, I think, 24mm Magard mixed. So it's got a 70% badger, 30% boar. Now I've worked a bit on this. I'm going to try and break it in a bit more, but this brush is actually going to be a giveaway. I hope Graydog doesn't mind, but I'm actually contemplating, I'm giving this one away. And I'm contemplating another one as well. More so to the fact that his brushes are lovely and I'd love to get them out there and people using them, because he doesn't sell them. It's not something that he promotes or tries to get out there. He gives away brushes every now and then on Badger and Blade. I think it's Badger and Blade. So I think, was it Reddit? I don't honestly know. I think it's Badger and Blade. I'm pretty sure Badger and Blade. So he does give brushes away every now and then. I don't know whether he does giveaways so you can win one or not, I'm not sure. But they're beautiful brushes. Now he is working on something for me at the moment with regards to my boar hair brush, which the knot fell out of, and he's such a lovely bloke. He's sorted that out. I spent quite a lot of time trying to break that bad boy in, so I'm really over the moon that he's taken the time to actually have a go at it and redo it, which I think is lovely. And I sent him a few bits and bobs over as well. Right, so here we go. The Graydog mixed badger boar from Magard. It should be a little bit easier, it is. Because I've got a much bigger mirror in the bathroom now, and by much bigger I mean it's like 3 times the size of the last mirror that I used to have. Probably 4 times. The actual mirror itself that I look in anyway. The frame and stuff on the old one was huge, so it was sort of a wasted space. Now there's a lot of scrub in this brush, but there's also quite a bit of scritch. And that is what I'm working on at the moment, to try and reduce that before the giveaway. I'm not going to be using it for shaves. This is probably the last shave I'll use it for. I might use it for one face shave. I might even use it for the giveaway face shave once it's broken in, hopefully, just to give you a better idea of how it feels. Because at the moment, it would certainly suit head shavers. So if you're a head shaver and you win the giveaway, this brush will be ideal for you. Because it does have lovely scrub, and it's got a little bit of scritching on my head. I don't mind scritch on the head. Bit of scratch on it. It's a lot more comfortable than it is on your sensitive neck skin on your face. So as you can see, the ladder's slowly starting to build. Like I say, I put a lot on here, so I was expecting it to take a bit of time. And with probably 12 days growth on my head, I know there's some of you guys out there thinking, how the hell do you go that long? I have just been exhausted. I'm trying to get back into the swing of shift work. and it's taking its toll on me at the moment, so I'm finding it hard to get into a sleep pattern, and I don't want to burn myself out. So as much as I love shaving, it is nice to sometimes just do it without the camera and just relax with it. Although I do relax on the camera, it doesn't worry me. It's just sometimes easier to say nothing. Right, I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to need more cream, if I'm honest. I put a lot on there, but I think because my hair's so thick, I'm finding it hard for the brush to get down to the skin and pick up the cream. So the brush isn't very well loaded, but we'll see how we go. The razor is the RazoRock Wunderbar. It's a torque slant, as you can see there, hopefully. You see that slant on there. It is a beautifully engineered, beautifully built, beautiful looking razor. Good bit of weight. It's quite well balanced. It's got a titanium handle, stainless steel head, and I've got a Kai blade in here, and I've got no idea how many uses. I think this might just be the second use, but hopefully you guys can see here. I'll try and squat down a bit how efficient this razor is. So there you go. So it's still left a few little stragglers here and there. One thing I love about Bluebeards Revenge. Now I think this is called Dreadnought in America. So I'm just literally stopping it there at the top of the ear, and then I'll touch it up afterwards. Very, very slick cream. The scent on it's lovely. It's a very barbershop style sort of scent. I would say it's, even for me, probably nicer than most barbershop scents that I've smelled. Right, let's go against the grain here and see how it feels. Feels pretty good. Like I say, I've got a lot of days growth here. I'm not sure whether that's... Jesus, it is knocking it down. It's knocking it down alright. I don't know whether you guys can see that, but that's pretty impressive. And I'm straight against the grain there, it's no messing. Pretty impressive stuff, it really is. You can see there the residual slickness of the cream is just off the charts good. Now if I could show you the sink, it's disgusting. I'm not going to. It's absolutely chock full of hair. And as you can see from one pass, sort of with the grain, most of it on the back, well all of it on the back against the grain, I'm pretty much in a great position to finish off on the next pass. However, I don't think that's going to be enough shaving cream, but we'll see. We'll see how much lather I can build out of this brush. Just add a bit of water. And then we'll add the brush, and let's just see what we can get from it. I'm presuming nothing, and as you can see, sweet F all is happening. I've got to say, it's sort of surprising if I'm honest. I was expecting more from it. That was quite a fair scoop of cream that I put on there, so it's not like I was skimping on the cream. But like I say, I think the problem is, if you just rub cream into longer hair that you're going to shave, it doesn't actually allow the brush to get down in between the hairs and pick the cream up into the brush. You just sort of move it around a bit, I think, so it's quite difficult. For me anyway. And using that, for Christ's sake, using a natural hairbrush doesn't help me either, because I'm not the best with natural hairbrushes. But we should see a big difference now. Right, so the actual feel of the brush is really nice. It's got pretty good backbone. It's not as good backbone as the AP Shave Co nut, which I think is the same proportion of hair. I think it's like 70-30 on the AP Shave Co as well. Just do my tips. And then I think we'll be ready to rock and roll. Right, so even with that, it's still not the thickest of lathers. It's a little bit thin, sort of struggling with it if I'm honest. Feels like ages since I had a shave. Looks like ages since I had a shave. So going against the grain now with the RazoRock Wunderbar, with the Kai blade, which is extremely smooth, very efficient. Now I don't find this razor, I know I say it every time, but I say it because sometimes this might be the first video you watch. The RazoRock Wunderbar, for me personally, is not an aggressive razor, it's just an efficient razor. It's been so well designed for me that it feels very, very efficient without having a massive amount of aggression. Now, if you lose concentration with it, is it going to bite and bite you hard? Yes, it will, no doubt about it. So you've just got to be careful with it. But it's all about a nice light touch. You just want enough pressure on your skin just to allow the blade to cut the hair without putting too much, because if you push too hard with this, it will leave you irritated. It won't. I don't generally get any nicks that cuts from it. Sometimes I get the odd weeper. But if you lean too hard, you will get irritation, there's no doubt about it, and it'll be reasonably sore irritation that you get from it, from experience. So it's all about a light touch and making sure you're just putting enough pressure on there to remove the hair. Don't apply any more than what you need. And it sounds crazy, but my thoughts on this is actually to do a video. Now it's not a video that I'm particularly looking forward to, because what I plan on doing is actually using a safety razor or a double-edged razor on my face, half and half, same razor, same setup, same cream or whatever, and actually shaving, say, this side of my face with a light touch, and shaving this side of my face with an forceful touch or too much pressure, just to give you an idea of what it actually does to you. And it's something that a lot of beginners, a lot of new guys out there fall into the trap of, and I was one of them. I tried the old light touch, don't put any pressure on at all, and then someone brought up in one of my videos that you have to put pressure. You can't not put no pressure. If you put no pressure, you won't cut any hair. So it's about finding the balance for the particular razor that you have in your hand at the time. How's it feeling? Not too bad. Right, this video's going to go a little bit long. I'm a little bit out of practice. I'm losing focus a little bit every now and then, as you can see. So I'm just going to wet my head again. I just want to touch up a few little areas. So right now I'm feeling ever so slight, a little bit of sort of irritation at the moment. I don't know whether it's to the cream, or whether it's just a little bit over shaving. It could be over shaving because I haven't shaved my head for so long. I may have used a little bit too much pressure, and it happens. It happens even when you, I wouldn't say I'm experienced, but I've got an idea now how to use a double-edged razor. It's a sort of shaving that you never really stop learning unless you find a setup that you like and you just stick to it. So all I'm doing now is just trying to tidy up the little stragglers, the hairs that get away. Right, I think that's me. Just a good splash of cold water. Just check these sideburns, make sure they're... Sorry about that, I did my usual, ran out of space on my phone, storage space. So I've ended up with a really nice close shave. Extremely close. I mean that's BBS. Now all I'm doing here is just literally just trying to line these up a bit better. So there we go, so that's me done and dusted. So what I'm going to put on now is some Bluebeards Revenge Post Shave Balm, which smells exactly like the cream, beautiful sort of, oh, it's a really nice scent, it's a really fresh, clean barbershop scent, but it's not powdery, it's nothing like sort of your, can't remember what it's called, Mersol Blue or anything like that. It's not like that real baby powdery sort of scent, it's just a real clean, fresh scent. So I'm just going to scoop some off the lid. Let that dry in or absorb. I see the only thing that I'm not a big fan of with Bluebeards Revenge is the fact that they are sort of like a franchise as such. So whoever owns the original, or the company that makes this, obviously sell it out to these companies like Bluebeards Revenge and Dreadnought over in the States. The marketing for it, I think personally, is superb. Some people might find that a bit sexist. Yeah, I think you probably could take it a little bit that way, but the fact of the matter is it's been passed and approved by whoever else has read it, and it's a bit of a laugh really. It's nice to have a little bit of that still in product advertising at the moment, because the world's becoming so politically correct it's not funny. Right, Bluebeards Revenge shaving cream. It's really well packaged, lovely scented cream, that'll last quite a while. There's not much in there. 100ml, so 3.4 fluid ounces, so it's not a lot, but I mean I've had that a while now, I've used it quite a bit and there's not much of a dent in it really, if I'm honest. The brush I used today was the Graydog Magard mixed knot, so it's 70% badger, 30% boa. It's a very, very nice knot, it's quite dense. It's just taken a little while to break in, but I have noticed now that the tips on the bow here are starting to split a little bit, which is nice. So if I can get this, I want to try and get this broken in so that whoever gets it, it can just be used straight away. So let's say it'll be, obviously part of my breaking in process is to actually lather it and use soap, and then what I do every now and then is I'll actually shampoo and condition it with normal shampoo and conditioner. So it's going to be lovely and clean when it gets to whoever it gets to, but yeah, it's starting to break in nice. Razor for today was the RazoRock Wunderbar, which is an absolutely beautiful razor. Very smooth, very comfortable, very efficient. Well, that makes your head feel like, geez, like an ice rink. I've even got a bit of dry skin coming off because it's been that long since I shaved my bloody head. Touched up my sideburns with the MJ90, which I actually did my neck and my face with today, so which I think's turned out not too bad. It might be a little bit squint, but I will touch that up as it sort of grows a little bit. Well, this bad boy's here, and then I might keep it for a little while until it grows out like old Stephen over at Suffolk Shaver, and then whip it all off when it pisses me off. Finished off today with Bluebeards Revenge Post Shave Balm. Now I was going to use the moisturiser, but I don't think I need it. No, I really don't need it. It's absolutely super, really over the moon with that. Anyway, thanks very much for tuning in. I know this has been a long one, it's been a while. My face shaves are going to be a bit boring and shit at the moment because it's literally going to be there and under here, so there's not much I can do about that just now. I'm just going to enjoy this for what it is. And let's say, I mean, it's only 4 days growth. I know there's guys out there that would fucking kill to have a beard like this after 4 days, but I generally would kill to get it off after 4 days. But other than that, getting ready for work. So you guys stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.